one half of the main event. The war horse, Khalil Rountree Jr., who will be challenging for the UFC light heavyweight title. Sir, it's a pleasure. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I'm sure you are. This has been a long time coming. And I think back to the first time I saw you fighting in the RFA days, like your second pro fight, a first round knockout, a lot of hype. How does it feel all these years later to be in this position now?
It feels great. Yeah, I can say that, looking back at everything that I've gone through and to finally be here, it feels great.
Could you have envisioned, like I said, that RFA debut back in the day, actually the dreams coming true and getting to this position?
Yeah, I can envision it. I mean, it's it's always a possibility to get to this point. I could envision it being possible. I just didn't really know how. And so I did everything to get myself to this point, and now we're here.
And the how has been quite a journey that we've all followed along with. Uh, Jumping to a much closer point, though, what was it like getting the call and being told that it was a reality and you'd be getting this fight?
It was a big surprise to me. I definitely didn't expect the call to come at the time that it did. But when it happened, all I could say is that it was a huge surprise. I was full of excitement, and yeah, it was I guess like the call that I imagined for a long time now.
I had talked to you on the red carpet before the Hall of Fame, and it wasn't under the circumstances, you being there that weekend, how you envisioned. At that point, could you have ever seen like this point coming?
No, it was like I said, it was a complete surprise. So the way that it happened, I it was so unexpected. I didn't realize that the phone call for a title fight was as close as it was the last time we spoke.
I think that that was the feeling. If you would have been victorious in the last fight that was proposed, I felt like that could have been looked at as a title eliminator. I'm sure you were so focused at that point, you're not thinking of what's coming next, though. You were just thinking of the fight ahead.
Yeah, the fight that I was booked for before, I thought, yeah, it could possibly be the title eliminator, but then going through the situation that I went through, I really didn't know what was next. I didn't know if I would be waiting, 9 months to a year to fight, and I didn't know who the opponent would be. I imagined, all of the guys that are ranked, being able to get shots before I did, but like I said, big surprise phone call came through and I gladly accepted.
That inspired that was something that always inspired you. And now over the last couple of years, we've really heard you talk about wanting to inspire other people. Like when did that realization hit you that you wanted to use your voice and your platform in that way?
I would say when I made the decision maybe about 3 years ago to really be be all in and really like dedicate my time and set my intention on becoming champion. I think that, the UFC itself is growing. We're seeing a lot of fans, new fans every month. It's just the sport is growing, and I think that I would like I'd like to be able to, use the platform to just be some sort of like help. I think that it's important uh to let me go back and say like the way that I look at the world and the way that I look at sports and entertainment and even just life, I feel like we need some more like mentors, in this world, especially just with the chaos and the conflict and everything that happens on a daily basis, everything that we hear about in the news, everything, there's always something going on. And I feel like, if I'm in such a rapid growing sport and I'm able to make a difference, then, why not? Why not, use it to set some type of like positive example for someone.
Beautiful sentiment, and it's going to come from some hard work of some violence. Well, we talk about that real quick. Uh, what have you felt about the rise of Alex in the division so quickly?
I mean, I can say that it's been, somewhat inspiring. Um, it's great to see. It's great to see people progress. You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's just great to see people progress. It kind of goes back to what I was saying a little bit earlier, about, being like a positive influence. I mean, he came in and, successful kickboxer and then come in and start to, make a name for himself in the UFC. And to me, I was like, wow, I mean, like that's inspiring, like it's great. And so that's kind of what I make of it. It's like it's great accomplishment.
He has these great accomplishments, and you're trying to get to that level. Do you see vulnerabilities in his style, or is this just a good old-fashioned two really good strikers, gunslingers are going out there, and we're going to see who finds the opening?
Yeah, I think it's the latter. I think you can, expect two guys that are hyper focused and hyper skilled and going in there and, and mixing our styles and and providing, really good fight for the fans.
My opinion is this is going to be edge of your seat, like exciting, like don't blink kind of level fight, guys. Khalil, before I let you go, I got to know over the last five fights, this win streak, what do you feel like has really turned your trajectory in this positive way?
I think it's just the decision making to better myself every day, to really challenge myself, push the pace, not get too comfortable. I'm still growing. I'm continuously growing, and I know that there's a long road ahead of me as well. So I think, not settling in, not getting too comfortable, and just really focusing on being the best version of myself is really the key to my success.
He's going to be the second to last man to walk out on the pay-per-view card at UFC 307. The pleasure to get to talk to you, Khalil Rountree Jr.
You too. Thank you so much.